Hello? Hi. Hello? That's the wrong mouse. Oh my god. Hi. Hello. Hi, Casey. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hey. Hi. Dude. I have to fix my sleep schedule before next week. How did I know you were here? Because I'm always watching. I'm always watching. I'm always aware. That's psychotic. I'm watching you. But yeah. Also, you redeemed first. You redeemed first. Anyway. Hi. Yeah, imagine me not noticing my redeems being redum. Yeah, how many fingers am I holding up? I wish I had hand tracking. I would say 2 and then flip you off with both hands. How many fingers am I holding up? Enough? They're redomed. Redomed. I was like, am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that word? Will I get canceled if I say that? Bro, it was one on each hand. Yeah. I'm the white boy whisperer. I know exactly what's going on at all times. Are you guys ready to see some hot women that aren't me? No, you're just gonna stare at me the entire time. La 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 la. Can you imagine, like, if I was gonna stream a game and it was just like zoomed in my face over the whole thing? What if I got a green screen and I put it on my shirt and that was the game? Hey guys, we're gonna play White Boy Whispers. Crazy. 33. What's 100 minus 33? 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 67. I was like, you're asking me to do math in this economy? Why are you asking me to do? That's the wrong keyboard. You think I know how to? Oh, I have to call all the events. Hopefully nobody cheats like they did last time. The bingo doesn't click? Yeah, listen. I forgot to call all the events. I may be stupid. Me when I'm a fucking idiot. Me when I'm a dumb idiot. I need to change my team, dude. It's the Enter Heaven event? Oh god. Ugh. The Enter Heaven event is starting. Bomb explained the bingo thing to you? How? I explained the bingo thing to you, and then you were like, la 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 la, I'm gonna commit to a bit. What is this? La 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 la. Oh. Holy. Hello.
どうやっていい成績をキープしているのかって。
She's kinda cute though. Look at her skirt. Look at that detailing, bro. But she has normal legs, but I like the little band-aid here. Hi Tangy, hi Tangy, hi Tangy, hi Tangy, hi Tangy. Look at her, she's so cute. Oh my god, she's so cute. It's Tangy, hi Tangy, hi Tangy. Hi Tangy, hi Tangy, hi Tangy, hi Tangy. Hi Tangy, hi Tangy, hi Tangy. Hi Ciel, hi Tangy, hi Tangy, hi Tangy, hi Tangy. Look at how she walks. This is so cute. This is so fucking cute. La 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 la. Oh my god, okay, I'll drink. As an American, I approve this game. Yeah. There's terrorism in it. In fact, okay, I'll drink! I'm drinking. Let's recruit the best terrorist. Oh my god, she's so hot. Dude!
いろいろありがとう。どんな形でも目的さえ正しければ
Oh!
手段が間違っていても構わ
Look at her! Dude, the dark eye bags, the look of menace and anxiety. The dumpy. Beautiful. I want her. 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 Come home. Come home. Come home. Come home right now. Come home right now. Get in my inventory. You hate me. Oh, you hate me so bad, dude. I'm going 0-1. Come home right now. Oh. I'm gonna try to send that again without the typo. There she is. Easy, easy, easy 20 pull. Easy 20 pull. Oh my god. I got 1. Good enough for me. She's so cute. My free to play PvP goat. I don't remember which one this was. 6? That 6? Is this 7? 7. Easy. Easy. 20 pulls. Easy. God. She's dripping everywhere. Holy guacamole. Why is her gun sweating? Wait, hold on. Where's the water coming from? You know what? We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out, but we got her. We got her. That's all we needed. And then we'll save the rest of our pulls. Goon? I'm not a gooner. I'm not a gooner. I just think women are really pretty. Okay, that... I can explain. Caught! Look left, look straight. Listen, her dialogue is normal, right? See? See? All she says is yes. I mean... La 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 la. All right, let me read these. You get scraps. Craft magazine out of scraps and gains a buff. Okay. She's ass. She's ass. She's terrible. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? As you can see, I need to play this game a little bit more. Oh no, look at 6-7. 6-7 spotted. Okay. Listen. Listen. Salary is first on YouTube. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Listen, this game is peak, okay? This game is actually peak. I have room. I'll make room. Nice. Yeah, the game is actual, like, you know, surprisingly. You would think that this game would not be, like, that good because it's, like, full of sexy women, but, like... And I've also spent a lot of money on this game. On skins. Where is she? I didn't buy her skin. I wish I did. I wish I bought her skin. Because her skin is really cute. She's just so cute. She's so stinking cute. God, look at her. Look at her. Look how perfect she is. She's perfect in every way. She's purple. She's crashing out. She's a girl failure. She's sweating. She's got little paws on her slippers. I never even noticed that because I was too busy staring at her ass. Even the way she walks. Oh, God. Label cute. Label so cute. Alright, let's see. We're here to do this event. The whole thing in its entirety. Cough, cough. Hack, hack. Bleh. Viper, my throat hurts. Seriously, doesn't anyone ever clean around here? Why is there so much dust? Should I eat it all? Would that make my throat stop hurting? Oh my god, Jackal, you stupid bitch. Don't, it'll only make it worse. Oh, okay. Thanks, boss. She's so cute. Any event with Viper is yeah, agreed. Agreed, agreed. Viper is just so pretty. She's so perfect. Her design, everything about her is peak. Everything about her is peak. But I have seen Viper cosplayers and like they get a part of it wrong. The tip we got said there'd been sightings of dangerous people coming and going around here. The little girl? She's not a little girl, she's an adult. Viper looks around the area. I see a whole bunch of dust, but no signs that anyone's actually been living here. Yeah. There aren't even any light fixtures. She says, well, there's a lamp back there. Interesting. Plotting something shady in the dark, huh? I wonder who it was. Viper? Boss? Over here. There's stuff written all over the wall. There's literal writing on the wall. Viper turns on her phone flashlight and shines it on the wall that Jackal is pointing at. What is this? The wall is covered in words written in red. Traitors, hypocrites, you abandoned us. And what's that in the center? Light is our right. Heavenly ascension. Oh! Do you think Heavenly Ascension is behind this? Viper, you're so beautiful, but you're so stupid. Hard to say. What do you mean hard to say? Bro, it's literally right there. I thought you'd already taken care of all that. I did. But now it looks like a little investigation is warranted. I'll handle it. By yourself? Yeah. EH stares at the wall, filled top to bottom with writing. I'm pretty sure this message is meant for me. $420. Oh shit, I won't be able to do all the challenges. Oh, fuck. Or get all the logins. It's fine. And since we're gonna be doing all of it, might as well just pick that up right now. Because hard mode is also accessible. They always go so hard on the OST. Like, the music is always so freaking good for these events. I like the buckle, too. Buckle up. Do I just send her in alone? Hold on, wait, let me check something. $40 seconds. I have an idea. So I want characters that are related. I have not leveled up Crow at all. Oh wait, can we? Okay. I have an idea. I have a thought. I have a thought real quick. I have a thought. We're gonna go to the outpost. Let's put Crow in the synchro. Let's put Crow in the synchro. For lore! I mean, well, technically. But for relativeness, right? Oh wait, hold on. We gotta do the challenge real quick. We just gotta steamroll this real quick. Let's do a cheeky little steamroll real quick. There.
一番いいところで一緒に迎える朝を楽しみにしています。民の愛が生み出した力をとくとご覧なさい。残念だったな、ここまでだ。一撃で切ってやろう。ついに終わりましたね。さあ、休みましょう。
A cheeky steamroll. Okay. All right. So we want to be able to control EH. So we're going to grab your Red Hood is really pretty. There we go. That's all that we need. These four. Ingrid. Thanks for making time. I know how busy you are. You said it was urgent. What's going on? It's about a terrorist group from the Outer Rim. Heavenly Ascension. Do you remember them? Of course. They were behind a lot of the terrorist attacks in the Ark. Crow used them to blow a hole into the Dome of Eternity. Then, do you know who founded Heavenly Ascension? I don't. I figured you might not. It would be good for you to know, though. It was EH who founded Heavenly Ascension. I see. Why are you telling me this now? After the attack on the Ark, EH expressed a desire to atone for her sins. She asked to become a Nikke so she could take responsibility for what she'd done. As part of the deal, she was forbidden from leaving the Outer Rim. A bomb was placed around her neck, and she became the leader of Exotic, agreeing to dismantle Heavenly Ascension herself. Those who left the group under EH's orders were spared their lives, while those who didn't were punished for the terrorist attack. And Heavenly Ascension was thereby declared disbanded. I had no idea all that happened. However, there's an issue. Since then, the remnants of Heavenly Ascension were quiet, or at least we hadn't seen any signs of activity from them. Recently, though, we received intel that they've started moving again. Didn't you just say the group was dismantled? It was, but then reports started coming in. Light is our right, Heavenly Ascension. That's their most famous slogan, and it's being written all over the Outer Rim. Couldn't it just be some copycat, though? Dude, Ingrid is also so pretty. Isn't she, like, also old as shit? Like, just kidding. Never mind. She's, like, in her 30s to 40s. Fuck! No, she's... Hold on. Oh, wait. Her appearance. Hold on. I'm reading. Let me see. So Ingrid first met Rappy after... She is over 75 years old. Ugh. Hag. But we also can't rule out the possibility that there are remnants of the group still around. Cybernetic enhances. Her body is 30 to 40 years old. But she is old. Oh, she's like Leader. She's like Leader, because Leader is also Omega old, but she picked a really young body for her Nikke because she wanted to be young again. If so, EH's report of dismantling Heavenly Ascension may have been false, a ruse meant to protect what remains of their group. At least, that's one theory. It's all that moisturizer. Oh! It's not unreasonable for the central government to come to that conclusion. After all they see when they look at EH is the former head of a terrorist organization. Ooh. That's why they're asking me to look into what's really going on with her. Do you think she lied? I don't know. I can't say. I don't want to give my opinion first and influence your judgment. Besides, let's just say I'm not fit to judge. What do you mean by that? For now, I want you to see EH in person and determine whether she's involved in this or not. You were one of the victims of the attack, but you also have a long history of treating Nikkes without prejudice. If there's anyone who can remain impartial here, it's you, because I'm the main character. Also, I hate where their text is because I just have to stare at Ingrid's camel toe the entire time. Okay, now even the commander's judging me. All right. All right. I'll meet with her. You're really going through it. Yeah, I was asked to. Oh, through with it. Were you able to get in touch with her? No, she's not answering any messages or calls. That's not good. Whatever's really going on, this whole situation is suspicious. I'd advise keeping your guard up, Commander. Regardless of whatever EH intended, something is already in motion. Don't bonk me. I'm normal. I'm sane, I'm mentally stable, and I love pretty ladies. Don't worry. Wait, what did she say? Sorry, I was too busy looking at her thighs and defending my gooner behavior. You can't do as you always done and blindly trust someone because they're a Nikke. Yes, I can. How can I not? Let me come with you. It's dangerous to go alone. If we move as a group, we'll draw too much attention. We're fairly well known now. Even so, it's better than being defenseless. I just don't want to provoke them. Hi! Oh, shit. Because I'm thirsty? I'm so thirsty for beautiful women. Regardless of who's doing this, their recent actions have been bold. Exactly! I'm not a gooner, I'm a cultured individual! Dude, I'm cultured, I'm normal, I'm healthy, I'm all right in the head. There's nothing wrong with me. There's several things wrong with me. True, but I don't want to escalate this and drag innocent people into it. Still, I don't think going at it alone is strategically a good idea. Yes, it is! Yes, it is! It is a good idea. I'm built different. That's why I've already contacted someone else. Someone else? Wait, you don't mean... That's exactly who I mean. Dude, they blow up before I can do anything. Dude, look at her. She's so cool. Oh, she's in her gotcha outfit. Oop. I have to change Viper's fit real quick. I have to change Viper's fit. Honey. She's so cute. Oh my god. Hi, honey. Honey, I'm home. I'm home. Viper. It's been a while. It's unlike you to be the one who calls first. I just haven't been able to reach EH. Oh, I don't mind the reason. Dude, look at that face! Oh! Oh my god! Viper! Oh, she's so pretty! Oh my god. Everything about her is perfect. I love her. I love her. I love her. Oh my god. Oh. Anyways, I'm just happy you reached out first. Uh-huh. Oh, my dumb fucking dog. Hi, Jackal. I'm so happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. Yeah. They have, in their necklaces, they have bombs that will explode. Thanks for coming out. Don't mention it. So you're looking for our boss too, huh? Yeah, I heard Heavenly Ascension's on the move again, and I wanted to ask her about it. Yeah, we've been tracking them ever since we found signs of their activity. You've been tracking them too? Cute bestie bombs! Cute bestie bombs! Cute bestie bombs! Who do you think first found the wall with that slogan written on it? You think what I do is funny? Just type in LOL, or Lamau, or X, or KW, or WWA. Trigger my auto clipper! What? I'm normal! It was us. Exactly. Very good. Good job. Wow, good job. I'm so proud of you. Look at you using the auto clipper. Good job. I need like a clicker to click when people respond appropriately. I crack a joke and the barrage of lol. Anyways, but a few days ago, we found a certain wall. She said she'd look into it on her own. We haven't been able to reach her since. She's not responding to you either? I tried to say have and you at the same time and it came out as how? Have you tried going out and looking for her? You bet. I ran around everywhere trying to catch her scent. But I couldn't smell her anywhere, so we didn't find her. I see. Can you show me the wall you found before she disappeared? Of course. It's deep inside the outer rim, though. Are you sure you're up for it? It hasn't been upkept for a long time, to the point where there aren't any lights. It's dark and dangerous. Yeah, she is a dog! It shouldn't be a problem with you two around, right? Oh my. Oh my god! Viper! Please! Sorry. Normal reaction. Here you were so guarded earlier, honey. And yet now you're putting your trust in me? Sorry. I won't do anything like that again. Not now or ever. I'm not going to betray you, honey. I swear. All right, I'll trust you. Thank you. Oh, God, she's so good. Viper said thank you. Then I'll say it too. Thank you, Commander. Ah, she's so cute. Now is the sign of our trust and commitment. How about a handshake? Handshake. A handshake. Viper extends her hand. You said you trust me, and yet you're already hesitating. Sorry, Viper! I'm sorry! I would never do anything to hurt you, honey. I swore, remember? Alright. I take Viper's hand. Your hands are so warm. I'm cool. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm cool. It worked! Purple worked! Yay! Check DMs? Okay. Oh god. Infinite. If any plant in the board get hurt, this get hurt instead. When destroyed, shuffle one infinite into your deck. Don't worry, he doesn't even care anymore. This is you. Alright, leave me alone. Matching! Hey, her boob size is the same as yours. Dude, look at her face. I want her to stab me. Good, I'm all charged up now. Me too. Follow me anywhere you will go. You can lead me to the ends of the earth, Viper. I will follow you anywhere in the world. Okay, hold on. We have to put Viper back in her fit. Real quick. I'm sorry for cheating on you, Label. I'm sorry. She's just looking at me like that. Wait, what did I just click? Did I just click campaign? God, I'm so sorry, I was just distracted by her boobs. Face. We have to put Viper in her fit. Not her $60 skin. I don't have her $20 skin, but I have her base. Because that's what you get her with. God, I love her. Anyways, la 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 la. Alright, now people are yeah! I've spent so much money on this game. I've spent way too much money on this game. Dude, the recoil on EH's ass. Look at that. Boing, boing, boing. Insane. Insane. Cuckoo bananas. Following Viper and Jackal's lead, I head deeper into the outer rim. There really aren't any streetlights around. It's dark, huh? Heavenly Ascension never developed this area. That's why there aren't any lights. Heavenly Ascension developed areas? Wait. Will this work? Everyone go follow Use a Jin. Oh, it's not playing the raid shout out.
People like the 691.
What is this?
It's gonna break my stream.
What is this clip?
Why did you redeem cat ears? No one's gonna be able to see that through the gifts. I swear, I'm not gonna surface in a whole minute.
Dude, that's such an old clip. Well, it works. It was already dark enough without the Dome of Eternity. But with the partition blocking the way, barely any light from the Ark could get in. E8's changed that. She said people shouldn't live in a place that's dark. And so she dug through piles of scrap to find light bulbs, ran electrical lines through the buildings that were still standing, and installed streetlights all over the place. After that, people started following her, even though she was an outsider. An outsider? EH? I think all the gooning tore out my vocal cords. You didn't know? What do you think EH stands for? Do you not know her real name? So you know her name, but not that she was an outsider. I don't remember this. Since it's Elysian that sent you, I figured they would have told you everything. Sounds like that's not the case. Is there more I should know? It's probably better if you hear everything from EH directly. It's all really personal stuff, so I don't think it'd be right for me to talk about it. Good girl, Viper. She's our boss, you know, and I want to respect that. Dude, the mole she has right here, I'm just like, it's so cute. For now, I just know that EH was originally an outsider who came into the Outer Rim on her own. Alright. You two seem to be on pretty good terms with her. Who, with EH? I mean, it's not like we were strangers before. We already knew she treated her people well, even back when she led Heavenly Ascension. Yeah, how she holds her phone is really cute too. That's not how a lot of people hold their phones. They need like a phone strap and like they hook their pinky underneath and all this other stuff. Once she actually became our boss though, that's when we really understood why people liked her. Yeah, boss treats me well. She does say I can't bite whatever I want though. There's a lot of things she tells me not to do. I don't like that. It's okay, Jackal, you're just a dog. I want to chomp stuff, but she says no. That's because you keep eating weird things and getting stomach aches. Oh, really? She's so cute. I love Jackal. Jackal's so stinking cute. Then I like Boss. She's nice to me. I didn't really expect that. I know! I wish I bought that skin. Ugh, I'll just wait for the rerun. It's the same cost, so I'm cool with it. After what happened with the attack on the Ark, I figured things would have been more strained between you. You think so, right? I did too, so when EH first became our boss, I just flat out asked her. And then... What a surprise. You're the EH, and now you're here to lead Exotic. Look at her fucking face. Jesus. I'm normal. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Did you volunteer for it? Yeah. Really? But we stabbed you in the back. Are you really okay working with us? Yeah. Wow. Very impressive. Oh, unless you're here to try to reform us former criminals. Is that it? Of course not. My hands aren't clean either. Still, you're different from us. You had clear convictions. Ideals and intentions don't make a mistake any less wrong. Dude? She might be the GOAT. She might be the GOAT, dude. I have no intention of lecturing you two, as though I'm somehow innocent. I joined Exotic because this squad is the only one operating on Outer Rim. And I figured I can protect this place. I have no resentment towards you and no desire for revenge. We can't change what happened, and now we're all paying our own price. That's all there is to it. I had no idea you're the type who makes life harder than it needs to be. Not that I mind. Honey's a straight arrow, too. You remind me of him in that way. Okay, then. I look forward to working with you, boss. Dude, she's drooling! Likewise. She's thinking of us! And that was that. Do you get it now? She's got a good heart. Despite everything we did to her. That's why I don't think she's trying to rebuild Heavenly Ascension. I realize you might not believe all that because it's coming from me. But I do hope you'll hear her out, at least once. Don't worry. That's why I'm here. That's the kind honey I know. Now let's get going. We're almost there. We're close. I'm close. Kidding! Look at her. She's so cute. She's so cool. She's so fucking cool looking, dude. Look at this damage. It's all Viper. I had a feeling. Viper is like my most built character. I follow Jacqueline Viper into a rundown house. Cough, cough. As we enter, our footsteps stir up a cloud of dust. Ugh, I'll never get used to this dust. I hate this place. It makes my nose and throat hurt. I want her to comment on me. Me too. With her fist in my face. Then do you want to wait near the entrance? It shouldn't be as bad there. Okay. This is the last place you saw EH? Yeah, that's right. See that wall? Viper shines her phone light onto the walls. Gasp. Words like traitor and hypocrite are scrawled all over in red. How could you abandon us? Words of resentment. Die, central government lapdog. As well as some curses. There it is. And the familial refrain. Light is our right. Heavenly Ascension. Heavenly Ascension slogan. So this is what she saw. Yeah, she said it was a message meant for her. It's probably from someone who resents her for breaking up Heavenly Ascension. Well, if that's the case, it means she's a target. And if she's been unreachable ever since, she might be in danger. Yeah. Given that she was strong enough to hunt down Nikke's even when she was human, I have a hard time imagining something happening to her. But when people harbor a grudge, you never know what'll happen. It's possible she came back here at some point. Let's check the house one more time for any clues. Alright. Jackal, it's time to stop playing out there. We need to see if we can find any signs that the boss was here. Oh man, inside there? My nose is all clogged from that dust and my throat hurts. Then just use your eyes. Oh, right. Dumb fucking dog. Okay, I'll help find boss. However, no matter how much we search the house, there's no trace of EH. Ugh, there's nothing here. Maybe she didn't come back. Viper, my nose really hurts. I can't take it anymore. Yeah, we can stop. This isn't good. We can't just go searching through the entire outer rim. For now, let's step outside, honey. Staying in here can't be good for you. Yeah, let's go. Hurry, hurry, let's go. Viper, Commander, hurry. She's so cute. Okay, we're coming. Before following Jacqueline Viper out through the entrance, I glance at the writing at the wall, or the writing on the wall one last time. What's wrong? Something catch your attention? No, just taking one last look. Looking closely at the phrase, light is our right, heavenly ascension, I notice a small groove etched into the word light. What's this? I press my hand against it. Huh? The ground gives way beneath me. What the? Honey? And I drop down? After a fall that lasts longer than I expected, I slam into the floor below. I look around. The room is pitch black. Huh? You're not Viper or Jackal. Who's there? Something heavy slams into my head. And I lose consciousness. Who knocked me out?
肉の盾にしようってことだね。結果は気に入ったか？中央政府の番犬さん。
So much blood. I hear someone's voice. Come on, wake up. Hello. EH? Do you recognize me? Yeah, I clutched my throbbing head and sat up. Try not to move. It looks like you hurt your head. Right, before I passed out, I got hit on the head with something. You did? By who? I think I saw a silhouette of a man, but I couldn't make out anything. I see. Don't worry, I'm not that badly hurt. You shouldn't push yourself. You lost a lot of blood. The wound looks pretty bad. I'm really achoo! A strange chill runs through me. Aside from the cold, I really think I'm okay. Mind if I take a look at the wound? You're wearing gloves, right? Yeah. Then go ahead. Just be careful not to touch the blood. Alright. EH comes closer and carefully examines my head. It's completely healed. Judging from all the blood, I'm sure it was a serious injury. And yet, what's wrong? Nothing. Dude, her eyes too. Ugh. She starts to check the rest of my body, starting with my back and arms. Thankfully, it doesn't look like you sustained any other injuries. Still, just because the outside's healed doesn't mean you don't have any internal injuries. Head injuries shouldn't be taken lightly. Let's rest here for a while before we get moving. Yeah, sure. She might be right about me not being fully healed. I'm starting to feel colder. What are you doing here anyway? Looking for you. Me? Yeah, she was exhausted. She was the ringleader of a terrorist group. Do you really expect her to not be so sleepy eepy all the time? Eepy sleepy tired all the time? Ingrid told me Heavenly Ascension is back. Oh, that. I came to confirm whether you're connected to it. Whether I'm connected? You came to check whether I'm behind all this. It seems the central government suspects you. They think you never really disbanded Heavenly Ascension and that you falsified your report. I see. It makes sense for them to distrust me. To them, I'm sure I'm just some criminal who switched sides to survive. And now they want Ingrid to look into it. Yeah. Then she asked you to investigate and to determine for yourself whether I'm behind this. Yeah, she said she wasn't fit to judge. Not fit, huh? Yeah, I could see her saying that. I'm sorry. You got dragged into this because of me. The fact is, I am connected to this. The one writing all these things everywhere, as if Heavenly Ascension is rising again, is sending me a message. He resents me for what I did and considers me a traitor. The fact is, I did put an end to Heavenly Ascension, so it's not like I don't understand where he's coming from. So you figured out who it is. Yeah, I did. We agreed to meet, but when I arrived, I was knocked out with sleeping gas. And that's how you ended up here. He's most likely the one who knocked you out as well. I doubt he expected you to be looking for me. So he must have panicked when he saw you. He did seem confused, muttering something about me not being Viper or Jackal. I figured. After hitting you, he must have realized you're connected to the central government. He probably put you in here with me, figuring that if we died together, suspicion would naturally fall on me. Whatever the reason, I'm really sorry you got caught up in all this. Well, now I have a better idea of what's going on. What's going on? You're tangled up in something messy as well. Still, my telling you all this doesn't prove whether I really put an end to Heavenly Ascension or not. Ask me anything, I'll answer. Oh, how big are they? In that case, why did you form Heavenly Ascension? Why would you want to know that? At least 2 sirens. I know you've been fighting for the rights of the Outer Rim. What I don't get is why your resistance took on the form of terrorism, or what led to your subsequent change of heart. That's why I wanted to know more about how it all started. I think it'll help me judge better. Judge what? Me? Yeah. Alright. So it all started when I was born.
Clear.
I don't think I need Crow, honestly. I can kick Crow out. Yeah, I'll kick out Crow. I'm so like overpowered at this point. Can you say that again? Do you know what my name used to be? I've been getting that question a lot today. Huh? I think I heard it was, you know, I'm gonna say I have no idea. I guess that shouldn't be a surprise. When I decided to abandon my real name, I chose EH as shorthand for Enter Heaven, the meaning behind Heavenly Ascension. But before that, my name was Elysian Harper. Elysian, as in the company? Yes, that Elysian. It was a name that came with a lot of weight. Your ass? Having that name meant I was the next CEO. In other words, I was the heir to Elysian. The heir? That would mean that you and Ingrid are half-sisters. We share the same mother. I'm the younger one. Our mother was the former CEO of Elysian. Ah, that must be why Ingrid said she wasn't fit to judge. Your family. Yeah, I guess. Honestly, I didn't realize she still thought that way. What kind of company do you think Elysian is? An arms manufacturer strangely obsessed with tactics. A company strangely obsessed with uniforms. Tactics. Yeah, Ingrid does like that word. Anyway, you're right. It's an arms manufacturer that focuses on tactical excellence. But that wasn't always the company's top priority. Drip was. In the past, Elysian pursued only one thing. Power. Power. Yeah, more precisely, the power of humanity. When the Raptures attacked, humans abandoned the surface and fled to the Ark. My mother believed that, in order to avoid extinction, only the strong must survive, so that humanity could grow stronger and evolve. That's what she used to say. That sounds similar to Elysian's current philosophy, but also a bit different. That's right, Ingrid believes humanity must use technology to defeat the Raptures, but she's not so fixated on the sole pursuit of strength. Mother was different. She pursued strength to the point of obsession. That's why she wanted the strongest of her children to be her successor. Ingrid and I were constantly tested and compared. I came out on top, which is how I became the heir, and the reason I was given the name of Elysian. If it weren't for a certain incident, I would have inherited Elysian as planned. What incident? Did you know that Elysian built the Outer Rim barrier? What? No, I had no idea. Of course, it was the central government's proposal that initiated the process, but Elysian spearheaded the construction. Mother had long believed that the weak were meant to be cold, and felt that the garbage should be kept separate from human habitats. So she naturally welcomed the proposal. She knew people were living there in secret. She used to say they lacked gratitude for being allowed to live in the Ark, instead squandering their lives on gambling and pleasure. She called them garbage. At the time, I really thought the people in the Outer Rim were all like that. But then, during the final inspection of the wall, I was sent to the Outer Rim in my mother's place, since I was the heir and all. That's when I learned for myself. The Outer Rim wasn't a mere trash dump. Just like the Ark, there were people living there. Real people, not garbage. Her old model was gas. The young boy and girl are startled and step back, dropping a fuse. It sparkles and is pretty. You were going to light a dynamite fuse because it's pretty? We wanted to make light. Everyone says there's no light here. Yeah, we played around with fire on that mountain. The light was really pretty. We just wanted to see it one more time. Is that not allowed? What are kids like you doing here in the first place? Where are your parents? How did you even... What do you mean? This is our home. This is your home? Mom's here too. She's inside over there, I think. The children timidly glance at the fuse. Are we really not allowed to light a fire here? I'd really like to see more pretty lights. No, it's not allowed. Oh, you can get hurt if you're not careful. We could? Elysian Harper carefully looks at the mountain of trash. Use this instead. She picks up a sparkler that had fallen into the side of the trash pile, and then lights it. Oh! Wow! These are the only things you should be lighting, okay? Okay! That's when the thought hit me. People live here. I can't just ignore that. Oh. Bye, Crow. Get out. Proposal for improving the living conditions of Outer Rim residents. Elysian Franca tosses her tablet down. I sent you on such an important assignment so you could learn about what being my successor entails. But now it looks like you came back more foolish than when you left. Who are the residents of the Outer Rim? There aren't any humans there, last I checked. That entire place is filled with garbage and nothing else. She went to a VTuber convention. After being granted the privilege of escaping the surface and seeking refuge underground, they chose to hole themselves up in that dump that makes them garbage. If you really view those things as people, then that tells me all I need to know about how poor your judgment is. There are children who are born there who aren't like that. It may be true that the adults who went there were weak and made foolish decisions, as you say. But those children never had a choice. That doesn't matter. Being born in a dump still makes them garbage. What kind of logic is that? If their lives are meant to be anything more than that, then they'll find a way to survive, to get stronger, and to make it out of there. If they can't, it simply means they were born weak and they will die weak. Bars. That is the law of nature. I've said it many times before. Humanity as a whole must become strong. Whole. Only by casting aside the weak and strengthening ourselves can we survive this world where inhuman monsters run rampant. Bars. Have you really not learned that yet? Still, they're just children. If you really can't understand, you aren't qualified to be the heir of Elysian. I had to mute because I had to burp. Don't become weak, Harper. The heir to the great Elysian must not be swayed by pity for the weak. Why am I turning away? Why am I turning away? Hello? So weird. Tracking is weird. Be clear in what you keep and what you cast away. For the sake of a stronger human race, the weak must be discarded. Otherwise, Hi, David. No cheating on stream bounty this time. Otherwise, humanity will never grow stronger. Okay, have fun. It is only through strength that humans can, whoopsies, avoid falling behind in this inverted ecosystem and accomplish the great feat of reclaiming the surface. Okay. It was then that a thought came to my mind. A single thought, one thought in the brain. If we only pursue strength in an attempt to avoid extinction, and in the process we discard our humanity, can we really still be regarded as a human? When that thought hit me, I couldn't take it any longer. For days on end, I kept asking myself, what is true strength? And then finally, I came to a conclusion. If being Elysian's heir meant I wasn't allowed to think like that, then I would give up my position. Ingrid, are you really leaving? Things just turned out this way. Sorry. Looks like we won't be getting tested together anymore. And Mother's okay with it? No. She was angry. She called me pathetic and wouldn't let me take anything with me, saying maybe I'd get the sense knocked into me and come back. I've got nothing aside from these weapons. Do you really want to save that place that badly? Yeah. I'm going to turn the outer rim into a place where people can live like human beings. And then I'm going to show the entire world. I'll prove that there are real people living there, in the place everyone else calls a dump, and that they can no longer ignore them. And to Mother, I'll prove that the strength that humanity actually needs to pursue doesn't come from some extreme version of survival of the fittest, but that the strong need to help the weak and give them the chance to get stronger so that everyone can grow together. And that it's only by retaining our humanity that we can truly become strong. That's the strength of humanity that I'm after, and what I want to prove to everyone. Things may not go the way you want. I'm not trying to say that everything Mother said was right, but there are definitely those who've given up and only take from others rather than making an effort themselves. If you start preaching your ideal to such people, they might take advantage of you. There will be those who learn you came from the Ark and that you were Elysian's heir, and out of jealousy, they'll threaten you and try to use violence. You won't be able to rest for even a second. And yet, in spite of all that, you still want to hold on to your ideals. Ideal? Well, when it comes to violence, unless they're Nikkes and armed like soldiers in those surface reclamation wars, they'll surely be weaker than you, so I think I'll be fine. Dude, she's so toxic! She's actually so freaking toxic! Oh my god, my queen! You idiot, you can't let your guard down. No matter how strong you are, you're bound to fall if you get careless. I know. That's a valuable lesson Mother hammered into us as children. Look, I know what you're going to say. She earned it because she's built strong as fuck. The outer rim will be dangerous. I realize not everyone there will be good like the children I saw. But even so, I refuse to give up. Harper. Unfortunately, that means I won't be able to help you. I know you wanted us to work together on your plan to make humans and Nikke stronger through technology and tactics. Still, I'll be looking forward to watching you from afar as you create Elysian's finest forces. The Absolute Squad. And the Extrinsic Squad, who will protect others from Berserk Nikke. Elysian Harper extends her hand to Ingrid. Alright. I'm really hoping you prove, Mother, that you're right. Let's both succeed at what we're trying to do, wherever we may be. Ingrid firmly grasps her hand. Take care of yourself. You too. Lore! I love lore drops, dude. Lore drops are so good.
整備してから行く。もう障害はない。行こう。
Her voice? Bro. It's so good.
怖すぎるからみんな倒さないと。
Sorry, I heard
整備
Vipers.
してから行く。
全部噛みちぎってやる。ダーリン、私の愛受け取ってくれる？
I want that. Dude, her burst animation is gas! Her burst animation is so good!
もう障害はない。行こう。
If I wanted to change the outer rim, I figured I had to live here myself. And I'll tell you, I was surprised at what troubled me the most while living here. It wasn't the thugs picking fights because I was an outsider, or living in a house without a ceiling, which I've never experienced before. Yeah, I don't care if she's top tier. I don't care if she's meta or not, she's hot. Nor was it the thieves that tried to enter in whenever I closed my eyes. It was the fact that there was no light, just like those children had said. Aside from the faint glow of the Dome of Eternity seeping in from beyond the massive barrier, there was no light in the outer rim. So I decided to change that first. When I began, I noticed there were a bunch of wires everywhere that didn't seem used for anything. They were capable of drawing power though, so getting electricity wasn't difficult. The challenge was finding someone in the outer rim who'd done electrical work before. I managed to finally find someone after a long search, and we began building streetlights together. We gathered bulbs from the landfill that could still be used, and installed them one by one. What's the big deal? Why are you making such a fuss over a few light bulbs? They're too bright, I say. Why are you even trying to lighten up this landfill anyway? Your eyes will get used to the brightness. This may be the outer rim, but we're still human beings. We deserve to live in the light. Don't we? Well, I suppose that's true. I think we need to start trying to live more like people. After all, we're humans, even if we may not live in the ark. After that, I installed lights along what was considered the main street. Gradually, people began gathering under the light, and then eventually, at some point, people began calling me boss, and that wasn't all. I want to live somewhere with more light. I want to see a brighter world. I want to feel the world beyond the partition. They started saying these kinds of things to me. I figured that since I was the one who brought these people together, I had to respond to them. So I shouted, "Let us head towards heaven. Let us prove to the world that we are alive, and show them that we are people. One day we shall cross that partition into a world overflowing with light. Let us ascend back into heaven." From that moment, we took on the name Heavenly Ascension. Lore! We're loring our shit right now.
怖すぎるからみんな倒さないと。
整備してから行く。戦闘が長引きそう。しっかり身を隠していて。
Yeah, the backstory is really good. I like the fact that we have like some expansion on characters.
全部私が倒したんだよ。
Sorry, I got distracted. Sorry. I see you. But the more I hear, the less I understand. Why did he resort to terrorism? Everything you've said sounds pretty far removed from that sort of violence. You're right. That wasn't how we operated in the beginning. At first, we were almost like a neighborhood watch group, just trying to make the Outer Rim a better place to live. We made people in the Outer Rim get jobs. It could be any kind of work, even the darker kind. No matter what it was, we made a rule that if you worked, you received compensation. Some gangs liked us, and others hated. But we approached all the established crime bosses the same, trying to settle matters by whatever means possible, and then Hack it? Pass it? Form alliances with them. That's how we came to know the Underworld's queen. We made an agreement to send them to protect one another, and that became our greatest source of strength. Once word spread that they were backing us, smaller gangs fell in line a bit more. Pass it? Hack it? Whatever. And they started protecting homes for Outer Rim residents in exchange for payment. Slowly but surely, the Outer Rim gradually stabilized. Pass it? Yeah. And that's when people started raising their voices. They said that the time had finally come for us to speak with the Ark. But I don't know. I'm dumb. Ugh. We may have still been living in a landfill, but at least we were living like humans. And they said it was time we showed the Ark that. So, we tried. We secretly crossed the partition, put up posters, and shouted slogans. The Outer Rim isn't a landfill. There are many people who live there. Right now, there are many who are living amidst garbage without ever seeing a single ray of light. Your attention can bring light to the people of the Outer Rim. It can bring a new future to the children growing up there. Bring light to the Outer Rim. Bring light to the outlaws. We focused on raising our voices. But don't trespassers get killed on the spot? Not back then. It wasn't as difficult as it is now for outlaws to enter the Ark. Security wasn't as tight. Also, outlaws weren't considered a threat back then. But that also means there was no one willing to listen. Right now, there are many who are living amidst garbage without ever seeing a single ray of light. Your attention can bring light to the people of the Outer Rim. I don't know what you're going on about, but shut it. I can't stand the noise. Verbal and physical abuse felt almost preferable to nothing. It at least meant that they were listening. The real problem was how the majority of people were so indifferent. Everyone pretended not to hear, just staring at their phones as they walked past. What is she doing in the middle of the street? Excuse me. Oh no, I made eye contact. The woman wearing earphones hurries away. It felt like I was shouting into the void. And it wasn't just me. I'm sure everyone who was there with me felt the same. We decided to change our strategy and set petitions directly to the central government. After we sent dozens, even hundreds, they finally agreed to arrange a meeting. We were hopeful that we were getting one step closer to what we wanted. But how come no one's here? It's been 6 hours. Did we get the date wrong? No, this is the right date. Harper looks at the door of the meeting room, knowing no one is coming. After that happened several times, we got the message. No matter how much we petitioned them, the central government would not meet us. No matter how much we shouted, the Ark would not listen. We grew more and more frustrated and exhausted until a certain someone proposed to me something. If they refuse to listen to us, why don't we make it so they have no choice but to hear us out? No way! We'll put on a grand fireworks show. One they can't possibly ignore. Yeah! It was Crow and she was tweaking. Maybe I do need to bring Crow back.
武装点検完了。応戦しよう。
Now that she's relevant to the story. Happy festival! Happy festival fireworks! Wow! My Viper is so built, man. Pro is part of Heavenly Ascension too? Yeah. I don't know how she joined or who vouched for her. All I remember is hearing she was born in the Outer Rim. At first, she was quiet, diligent, and devoted. She patrolled the Outer Rim with us and went to the Ark with us to demand better rights. She went without hesitation to places that other members avoided. and withstood all the physical and verbal abuse, and even their indifference. The reason I thought of her as a comrade, despite our philosophical differences, was because I saw how devoted she was. But at some point, she stopped being quiet and started speaking up, raising her voice, and expanding her influence. While I was away from the Outer Rim to meet with the central government, she built up a small faction inside Heavenly Ascension. That's how much influence she's gotten. You want to resort to terrorism? Are you out of your mind? Whoa, calm down. Why are you getting so worked up? Terrorism's a scary word. Don't call it that. Since the arc is so bright, it can't seem to see those of us who are living in darkness. I'm just saying we should light off some fireworks to help them see better. Oh, don't try to make it sound harmless with words like fireworks. Your plan is practically the definition of terrorism. You want to sneak bombs into key central government facilities and detonate them. Hi, Egg! A ton of people in the Ark would die. It would be a catastrophe. Why should we care? Let the bigwigs in the Ark deal with that. Do you think anyone in the Ark cares about us? About how many of us die of sickness? Or how many children are going blind because there's no light? Or how many are killed by explosives that got mixed in with the trash? We screamed our lungs out, and they didn't care one bit. It's the same thing. Are people dying from sickness or accidents the same as outright murder? And unlike us, the Ark has super high performance AI managing everything. Come on, boss. You've lived there before. You don't have to pretend like you haven't. We all know you came from the Ark. You. How dare you accuse the boss of being from the Ark? Do you have any idea what she's done for the Outer Rim? I know, it's okay. It's okay. That's why it's there. It's there. It's there for you to use. Oh, of course I do. I'm well aware of how hard our dear boss has worked with the Outer Rim, and how much has changed since she came here. How could I not? You're a good person, boss. Even I know that. I doubt there's a single person in the Outer Rim who hasn't benefited from your efforts. We all know how hard you've tried. That's why we've all followed you this whole time, including me. That'd never have happened with anyone else. You threw everything away and came to the Outer Rim with nothing, then lived alongside us for years, and brought light to this dump that had been covered in darkness. But what resulted from that? No one listens to us. No one remembers us. Why? Because it isn't sensational enough. That's the thing about the people in the Ark. Their lives are so peaceful, and they've had so much handed to them since birth, that you can ask them as sweetly and kindly as you want, even raise your voice, and they won't so much as spare you a glance. If it isn't sensational, they dismiss it as boring and couldn't care less. So what? What are you trying to say? And how does this all lead to us being terrorists? Terrorists? Didn't I say not to use scary words like that? We can still do what you want, boss, and go into the Ark and tell them what we think. All I'm saying is that we add a little spice to our words. That we do it the outlaw way. We make it a game to get them more involved. If they find the bombs before they go off, the Ark wins. If they don't, and the bombs go off first, we win. But, seeing how they already have so much, and we have so little, it's only fair that we apply just a tiny handicap to them. We'll know the entire plan, but they won't. Once they get engrossed in this little game of ours, they'll finally start listening to what we have to say. I guarantee it. So, Crow takes one more step towards Harper. Just this once, I'd like us to do these things my way. What do you say, boss? The looks in her eyes told me that she'd go through with it, even if it meant having to go through me. She spoke in a way to rile others up, highlighting how we were together in this, and sugarcoating her words just to downplay the crime and make it feel justified. Crow was an agitator, and a charismatic one at that. The others were starting to agree with more and more of what she said. And that's when I realized something. Boss, what we need isn't to throw a tantrum like timid children. We need a revolution. one with fire and blood, because the truth is, those things can't be avoided if we're gonna get what we want. The crazy looking crow's face elevates her to S tier. True! So true. I like her indifferent look. But that'll never happen if we do things your way, will it? That's why I'm gonna do it instead. I realized I had to put a stop to it. I can't allow that. What you said it right. I think is that a typo? That's a typo. What you said it right. What you said is right. My way is peaceful and uneventful, and I'm never going to stir up the people of the Ark. I understand wanting to give them a shock. People might actually remember our name if we do. But killing people is a completely different story. All we'd be doing is giving them the go-ahead to shoot every one of us. And not just us, but everyone in the Outer Rim. Like you said, we have nothing compared to them. Typo! Typo spotted! That goes for firepower, too. If they get serious and come here for blood, we'd be lucky to escape. Never mind defend ourselves. Excuse me. We've all snuck into the Ark before, so we might be able to flee there. But what about everyone else in the Outer Rim? The children? The sick? The elderly? Who's going to protect them? And it's not just the central government. The reason we were able to make a pact with the Underworld Queen wasn't because we were so determined that we'd shed blood for our cause, but rather because we were protesting peacefully for our rights. If we do things your way, that pact would collapse. All the order that we spent years establishing would collapse. Order, huh? That's why I'll never approve of your plan. It's not just for our sake, but for everyone's. Huh. For everyone's sake. You say you're afraid the central government will set their sights on all outlaws. That's easy enough to solve. We just changed what we've been shouting this whole time. What do you mean? We stopped saying bring light to the Outer Rim, bring light to the outlaws. Instead, we make sure they know it's us. Light is our right, heavenly ascension. We change our slogan. Then the government won't target everyone in the Outer Rim, but only heavenly ascension, right? No? Well, you're the boss. I get what you're worried about. Crow picks up the paper with her plan on it. Pretend I didn't say anything. Thanks for understanding. Like I said, you're the boss. Crow turns to leave, but then stops. But there's one thing you should know. Not everyone's like you. They don't all worry about the other people in the Outer Rim. And they're not all that patient either. Crow leaves the room. She seems dangerous. Shouldn't we keep an eye on her? Harper looks around the room. A few people glance toward the door, like they want to follow her out. Yes, please do. I had a gut feeling, though, that her plan couldn't be stopped. From that day on, Heavenly Ascension split into two factions. The moderates, who wanted to raise their voices without straying too far from the old way, and the hardliners, who said the old way would never work and that extreme measures were required. Naturally, Crow led the hardliners. At the time, both sides thankfully understood one another, even if they disagreed on which method to use. We at least knew why everyone chose the way they did, and the hardliners didn't cross the line. But, as I feared, the hardliners started getting more and more extreme. It didn't matter how much I tried to restrain them or persuade them otherwise. And before long, that ominous feeling I had was made a reality. The terrorist attack she had brought me that day was carried out in secret. They only changed the location. We just received news of a terrible tragedy. A large-scale terrorist bombing has occurred on an AFX train operated by Elysium. The incident took place as the train was entering the station platform. The explosion, which came from within the passenger cars, not only destroyed the train, but also caused the station structure to collapse, resulting in a terrible tragedy. The central government has deployed numerous Nikkes to the site to conduct rescue operations. But due to the extent of the collapse, the number of casualties continues to rise. Meanwhile, according to the testimony of one survivor, interesting. A passenger on the train stood up, pulled out a detonator, and shouted the following just before activating it. the AFX incident. Yeah. The worst terrorist attack in the ARC's history was set in motion by Crow. Light is our right. Heavenly ascension. Using her slogan. Oh shit! A whole one survivor.
全部噛みちぎればいいんでしょ。
戦闘が長引きそう。しっかり身を隠していて。
Thank you, J-Mark. Yeah, I realized I clicked ban and not timeout. So my bad on that hot finger.
もう障害はない。行こう。
Listen. The way I always do polls in Limbus, I do it one at a time to savor the flavor. You gotta savor the sauce, brother. But I appreciate it. Yeah, no. You're good. I think I was also like, no. It's also how do I put this? I also had a hot finger because I've had a really bad experience. I've had a really bad history of experience with the Twitch Limbus community. Dude, I mean, like, it was so bad. I would put bright red letters, no backseating or spoiling. And in classic Project Moon fashion, people would come in, see a bright red message across the entire top half of the screen, and be like, you should do this. You should do this. Why aren't you doing this? You need to do this. Do this. Do that. So I'm just like, my vendetta. Yeah, I made it all the way to Kanto 5 on stream, and then I stopped streaming until like Kanto 7. No, you're good. You're good. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I feel bad for hot finger banning you. You feel bad for joking and getting too hyphy. We're both good. Water under the bridge. We're all set. We're all good. No worries. Don't feel bad. The name Heavenly Ascension spread across the entire arc. The things we'd shouted, which no one ever listened to. Oh! Somebody kill this guy. I'll drink! How were my polls in Limbus? All I got 3 chess heads, killing myself. I got 3 chess heads, killing myself. I got 3 chess heads. One fuck ass giraffe. Arilune, Ryoshu. And then I used eco shards for Solemn Lament Yi Song and Night of Despair Rodian. Arc citizens had begun to recognize Arc citizens begin to recognize that people live in the Outer Rim. As soon as public opinion started to deem the central government's initial responses inadequate, the government got in touch with us, saying they wanted to enter into negotiations. Good heavens! The Lindworm is pulling his cock out! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! So a couple of 3 stars. I got pink Ryoshu, and then I used ego shards for Coffin Yi Song and the dark blue Rodian. But I only got one banner unit and 3 announcers. What kind of negotiations? They said they would listen to everything we had to say. Of course, given how much death and destruction the attack had caused, we were on high alert. But the government assured us that they were aware of only a small number of us were behind them. Did you get Ricardo? I've had Ricardo. I got Ricardo forever ago. Pretty sure. And that we can bring as many armed guards as we wanted if we were uneasy. I think Ricardo was like the first announcer I ever told. Even still, I hesitated. Those who ultimately convinced me was my mother. I'll hear you out. Come if you want to clean up this mess. That was the message I got from her. What game is this? This is Nikke, the Goddess of Victory. It is a gacha game. The character designs are mostly hot women. So people like to call it a gooner game. But right now there is an event going on where we are learning the backstory of a terrorist organization. So we decided to arm ourselves over the Ricardo meme. It is not Ricardo Milos. We figured that the attack had already happened and sitting around wasn't going to change anything. How do you think it went? Why do you think that? Yeah, I can show you around once I'm all done with this. So some of the cutscenes are voice acted because this is a side event. It's not really voice acted. It didn't end well. Just as we suspected, the meeting was a trap. A trap laid by my mother. When we made it to the conference room, it wasn't people in there who were waiting for us. It was mass-produced Nikkes armed with Elysian's latest weapons. All right, so these are mass-produced Nikkes. So what Nikkes are these things. They're robots. Or, well, technically they're cyborgs. They have robotic bodies, but the only human part of them is their brain. So essentially some 100+ years ago, aliens invaded, like these robotic aliens invaded the Earth and basically pushed humanity to extinction. So humanity had to retreat to the underground onto the Ark. And to fight back, what they tried to do was they tried doing everything, standard military stuff, you know, tanks, guns, grenades, bombs, all that fun stuff, and none of it was working. So through advances in technology, they started creating cyborgs. They first tried with both men and women over between the ages of like 18 to 30. And through their research, they found out that basically men's brains couldn't handle the procedure of becoming a cyborg. So all the men who sacrificed themselves to try to become a Nikke fucking died. And over time, it got worse and worse. The age ranges then went to anyone over the age of 18, anyone over the age of 16, over 14, and then it was if you are willing to fight, if you are a female that is willing to fight, then you can sign up. So there are some that have brains. Like there are some Nikkes that their brains are that of children. But yeah, it also sounded like the men would get to arrogant mind switch with a power trip. Yeah. But basically, it just didn't work on guys. But the men are now like, basically like the men are the commanders of the different squads. I had 2 chat bans. I was like, well, you've only had 1 with me. You only had 1 ban with me on my channel. In that storm of bullets, I watched as my comrades threw themselves in front of me. Oh, shit. One of them hoisted me onto his back and jumped out the window. That's how I survived. Everyone who went to that meeting that day died. Hi, Chaos. Everyone except me and the men who jumped out the window with me. Well, I'm not trying to explain like all the lore of Nikke too much. But yeah, so this is basically the story of this game, for at least the most of it. The main story of this game is you play as the commander. As a commander, you get to make your own name. So I made my name Drop. Right here, Drop. My name is Drop. And in it, you are leading a squad that you are assigned to. You are given a squad. Well, you're given a squad, and then you end up forming one. Trying to make this as easily digestible as possible without info dumping too much. You end up commanding a squad, and you're basically just leading the squad through a fight. You're trying to save humanity. Several things happen. Other things don't happen. Other things do happen. People die. People get beheaded. It is what it is. A remaining moderate became grounds for being labeled a traitor. It's not so much as a self-projection game. Yeah. I mean, like, if you name the commander after yourself, you know, like, he is still technically a self-insert, but, like, it's cool. The betrayal from being deceived into approaching the negotiation table, the desire for revenge on behalf of all the comrades we lost. You take all those negative emotions and combine them with the precedent that Crow had set, and people began committing terrorist attacks across the Ark. After that, there was nothing I could do. I know it all started with me, that I'm the one who pulled the trigger when I said we'd lead the Outer Rim towards the light. But once that bullet was fired, it flew out of my control. Regardless of what I wanted, I was suddenly the leader of a terrorist organization. A leader who survived by hiding behind the bodies of her comrades. Did your mother ever contact you again? No. She assumed full responsibility for failing to kill me, the head of Heavenly Ascension, and stepped down as Elysian's CEO. That's why Ingrid had the CEO mantle thrust upon her so abruptly. As for me, I cast off the name of Elysian Harper, and from that day forward, lived only as EH. Having become a powerless leader, incapable of doing anything, I wasn't even able to make decisions after that. All I could do was try to persuade them to carry out attacks that didn't kill me. That's pretty much how things were, until the attack on the Ark that blew a hole into the Dome of Eternity. Yeah, I like the scenes where the commander is just doing anything.
Clear.
Yeah, and then as far as like gameplay, so the gameplay of this game is basically a shooting gallery. That's the best way to put it. It's a shooting gallery. You have a little thing right here. You have your burst gauge right here. And based on your burst gauge, you can like use special abilities. Oh shit, you had an ad. You missed all that. Whoop! Well, shit. All right, TLDR. We'll speed run this. Okay, you play as the commander. You have a little squad that you lead. Your squad that you start out with. Let me just hold on. Your squad that you start out with is this. You're going to meet a lovely lady. Her name is Rappy, right? Start with Rappy. Rappy's really cool. She's really nice. She's awesome. With Rappy, you meet 2 more cute girls. You also meet Anis. Anis is really cool. She's got a rocket launcher. And then you also meet Neon. Neon is also cool. She loves firepower. I probably should have just gone to the screen, but... Yep. So you meet Rappy. You meet, Anis. And I meet Neon. And that's basically your starter squad. Over the course of the story, you meet a lot of other girls. Not every single one of these girls that I have is one that you meet very early on in the story, but you meet all of them at some point, either in the main game or in... How do I convince my parents to download this? This is an 18+ stream. Oh, to get around that? Okay, this is what you can do. You go to your settings. In your battle. Your marker transparency. I think it's this. You need to set your marker transparency. You need to set your UI to max. Which one was it? Bottom UI transparency. You need this to be like full. Pull up Neon again real quick. No, I'm not gonna let you jerk off in my chat. But yeah, there's a lot of pretty ladies. That's it. Damn gooners, am I right? This isn't even like a gooner game either. Like, that's what's so crazy. Like, people say, they're like, Nikke is the worst gooner game out there. It's the most gooner of gooner games ever. Like, it's the most gooner game ever. And then it's like, and I'm just like, bro, have you never heard of Azure Lane? People will say this is the most gooner game ever, and then they'll have no idea about Azure Lane. Does that answer your question? Yeah, I think it's enough. I appreciate your honesty. No need to thank me. This is the first time I've been able to talk so freely to someone. I really appreciate you listening. Whatever decision you make, I'll accept it. QQ, hi, hi, hi. I played Azure Lane for 7 years now. That's crazy. I haven't played Azure Lane in so long. Morning. We've been here a while. I'll try to find us a way out. EH stands. Of course I'm playing this? What do you mean? It's a new event. Well, it's not a new event, but it's an event I haven't done yet. Yeah? Do you ever regret it? Regret what? Leaving Elysian and going to the Outer Rim. I turned towards the sound. It came from over there, right? No, kid knows. I'm normal. The sound comes from beyond a wall piled high with metal crates. Yeah. Stay here. I'll go check. Actually, don't judge me. Does the game include gambling? Yes! Honey, can you hear? Viper? Hey! Smell boss. Commander. It sounds like Jackal and Viper. Viper, Jackal, over here. It sounds them. Boss! Commander! We're here! Get back. What are you? Is she gonna blow up the wall? EH grabs me by the collar and quickly pulls me away from the wall. Oh! Get down! I quickly cover my head and duck. Yep. A bomb. There you are! Hi, Viper! Hi! Hi! You saved me! You saved me! Hi, Viper! Hi! You're later than I expected. Can I explain to you in Limits? Yeah. Right after this. This is like the last stage of this, so I'll show you. Sorry about that. This place is used for cold storage, so the temperature weakened the signal. Plus, we had to make short pit stop somewhere. Where? Cold storage? No wonder it felt so cold. Yep, I guess they figured this was the best place to jam any possible tracking signals. Wait, what tracker? Check the inside of your sleeve. Dude, look at her face. Oh. I felt the inside of my sleeve. I detached a small cube, no bigger than my pinky nail. When you gave me that little boost earlier, remember? When I gave her a handshake, she put a tracker on me? Now, as a sign of our trust and commitment, how about a handshake? Dude, she's so slay. That... Remember now? We were escorting you to the Outer Rim. We had to take certain precautions. And what do you know? It helped us find you. Sure, but... I know. I technically failed to protect you as I promised. But I did come and save you. So we're good, right? Good? I don't really get what you mean, but Commander is good. Yeah, sure. Thanks for saving me. Don't mention it. And by the way, we caught the guy who did this. Who did? Yeah, that pit stop I mentioned earlier. We went and caught him. He'd actually been upstairs, eavesdropping on us. We subdued him, though. Wanna see? Yeah. I'll come too. Are you sure? It might be dangerous. Maybe you should wait outside with Jackal. I'd like to hear what he says. I'm involved in this too, after all. I want to know why he did it. Sure. Then let's go together. Yeah, tell me. Tell me. With Viper and Jackal leading the way, we go upstairs. A man is there, bound to a pillar and gagged. He glares at us. Viper, can you remove the gag? Yeah, okay. Piper approaches the man and removes the gag. What are you even doing that for? You should just kill me. It's been a while. Melon. You've got a good memory for a traitor. I didn't know you were still alive. Last I looked for you, I couldn't find you anywhere, so I thought you were dead. Why would I show my face to a central government lapdog? You'd only try and get me to quit Heavenly Ascension anyway. Why did you do this? Because I resent you. I couldn't believe you'd become a government lapdog. You were our boss. Why didn't you die back then? During the attack on the Ark, you should have just let yourself get blown up along with that surface elevator. You don't have to listen to this. Yeah, there's nothing to hear that you haven't already heard. It's fine. If you just died, if you died without becoming a Nikke, then I wouldn't feel so betrayed. Someone had to take responsibility. You lived through it too. You saw for yourself the horror we inflicted in the name of terrorism. But no matter how it starts, no matter who incites it, no matter what the justification, as soon as the wrong methods are used, the message loses all meaning. A name can be branded into history, but our cause lost all its legitimacy. We dressed them up under the name of human rights movement, but all those terrorist attacks were nothing more than violent crimes. Crimes that brought death and destruction on a whole lot of innocent people. We can realize that we were wrong and regret it all we want, but there's no changing the wrongs we committed. It doesn't ease the pain that the victims suffered. There needs to be someone. Did AI write this? What the fuck is this translation? This localization. There needs to be someone has to atone. Because pain and sin will never go away. Is that a correct sentence? In chaos, don't. They had a specific way. I got you. Don't worry. I already have the perfect explanation in mind. I'm the one who started it all. I'm the one who founded Heavenly Ascension, who failed to stop Crow and the Hardliners. Yeah. and who ultimately decided to go to that meeting where so many of our people died. It was all me. I realized that since I'm the one who started all this, I should be the one who ends it. But by the time I made that decision, my body was already dying. That's the reason I became a Nikke. I wanted to have more time to atone for what we did. I think you should move on too. In that case, let me ask you one last question. In your entire life, has there ever been a time, even just once, when you regretted coming to the Outer Rim? Hold on, J-Mike. Instead of taking over Elysian. Did you hear us talking? Just answer the question. Do you regret it? I have more regrets than I can count. But coming to the Outer Rim was never one of them. I swear it. You should leave Heavenly Ascension. Admit that what we did was wrong, and cast off your past life. That's the price you have to pay. No. Melon, you're a traitor and a hypocrite. I'll carry my share of sin with me. Another bomb? Where was he hiding the detonator? We'll never be making it to heaven anyway, so I'll see you in hell along with the others, boss. Everyone get back. Light is our right. Heavenly Ascension. Oh! Okay. Okay, so the music is so good. The music in this game, in Nikke, and the music in Limbus, Studio EIM, and Cosmograph, it's like they fucking just took handshake. They just did a handshake, bro. They're like, hey, you want to make gas? You want to make some insane, perfect music for a free-to-play gacha? And they were like, yeah, man, I got you. Yep, so this windscreen, it just shows one of your units that you had, and they do their pose when you click on them. But this is where you get to see like all of your units, how much damage they did, how much damage they blocked, you know, all of these other things. If I was in active combat, you could see any status effects they had, any buffs, their strength, all that fun stuff. When the smoke from the blast clears, we hurry to where Melon had been, but only debris from the explosion remained. For a brief moment, EH stares silently at the remains. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Let's get going. I'll take you outside. Okay. Following EH's lead, we walk back towards the outer rim barrier. Viper, boss, commander? What's wrong? Why is everyone so quiet? Are you hungry? I'm hungry too. Commander, want to eat before we go? For goodness sake. I'll buy you some food later, so just wait for now. Huh? Yeah, sure. Jackal starts sniffing and moves towards the box in the corner. What is it? Is there something in there? It smells like gunpowder. Boss, is this dangerous? Jackal lifts a small stick from inside the box. That's a sparkler. Sparkly? Do you blow it up? EH takes the sparkler from Jackal. It's a sparkler. You light it like this. She lights the tip. A bright light begins to burst from the tip of the sparkler, and it shines like this. Oh. Dude, I'm like fighting back tears. This is so pretty. Don't at me. Don't at me. I do this every time. I always save it. I never thought I'd see one of these in the outer rim. Yeah, it is really pretty. EH stares at the sparkler intently. Her gaze fills with both nostalgia and regret. These are the only fireworks you should be lighting. I want to hold one too. I want to light it. Oh. Is there any tanky bosses? Yes. You're asking so many questions without letting me answer your other ones. Let me get through the content, bro. Lighting that many is dangerous. Viper runs after her. Drop. Yeah? If I ever get blinded again when chasing after the light and end up setting fire to something that isn't meant to burn, will you stop me, no matter what it takes? I'm sorry. That's a lot to ask. I don't think that day will ever come, because I'm positive you won't forget what you're atoning for. As such, I'm not going to agree to stop you. Instead, I pick up a sparkler and touch the tip to one in EH's hand. I'll watch and support you as you atone, and so that someday you'll finally have atoned for everything and be free. In the shimmering light, EH gives a small smile. That's more than enough. Enter heaven. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, so that right there, that first half was the story for EH. The best way to explain this right now. So yes, there is a way that you can go back and you can play content that costs a currency. So this right here, I'm gonna show you this one at a time. I'm gonna break it down for you. Right here, whenever an event comes, you have 5 entries that you get per day. That's why it says 13 out of 5. I overcapped on this. But you can have 5 per day. Sometimes these events focus on one specific character. So think of it like they're about as long as an intervallo, but they have content of a canto. With a focus in the fact that it focuses on a character's backstory majority of the time. Right? There is gambling in this game. There is gacha. Let me change that real quick. There is gacha in this game. So there's going to be multiple banners. You're going to have your character title banner, right? So this banner usually runs in tandem with whatever the event is. Because this is EH's release, she got an event and she has the title banner, and that's going to have her rates up. Think of this like a 3-star ID, right? This is your 3-star ID. Next, you have your standard banner. Usually, after this banner ends, depending on whether or not it's limited, and it'll say if it's limited. So think of limited banners like Walpurgis stock. And then think of these just like new IDs that are released. They go into the standard banner pool, which is just going to be your ordinary recruit. There's 2 types of currency there's actually 3 types of currency that you can use to pull. Let me go to the lobby real quick so that I can buy the other currency. You have your rainbow tickets. That's going to be for your specific unit banners and your limited time. So think of this for like new IDs and while perk is knocked. These polls can be used on that specifically. Chaos. What's the highest rarity? It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 000, 3-star. In your standard banner, you can get 3-star. You can get 3-star IDs. You can get 2-star IDs, and you can get just standard IDs. You don't get ego shards technically, but you do get 2 different types of tickets called mileage tickets, right? You get 1 for each type of pull that you do. If you pull on the standard banner, you'll get these silver tickets. If you pull on a character or limited banner, you'll get gold tickets, and these will not go away after the banner is over. So that's not going to go away. Like I've been stacking these up for a little bit. So this is going to be this shop is similar to using your ego shards. This does rotate. You can't get every single unit in this. It's not like the dispensary in Limbus, but it does only cost 200 tickets to get a spare body. If you get a spare body, you have to have the base unit first. But I'll do a 10 roll. I don't care. Whether or not we get a gold, that's fine. The body is the shards? Kind of, yes. So, okay. You have your rare units. Those are going to be your standard. Think of that like your base ID. So those are your base IDs, right? Whenever you see purple is going to be your 2-stars. And then if you see gold, that's going to be your 3-star. Do I have a spare body? I think I do for her. Yep, okay. So when you get a unit, when you get a new unit, you'll see that they have like 3 empty stars right here. So that's what the spare bodies are. So I already have the base version of this unit. So since I pulled her again, I ended up getting a spare body. And that spare body is going to be used to limit. The way that this more so works is sorted by rarity. Base ID, 2-star is purple, 3-star is gold. There are no egos. Instead of egos, what you'll look at is gonna be, oh, my fat fucking head's in the way. Hold on. You have equipment slots to deal with instead. You have 4 different equipment slots to deal with instead of egos. So it's going to be like a headpiece, a chest piece, hands, and feet. But you don't need to pull for that. What's the strongest identity in the game currently? It's situational. That's entirely situational. Do you mean strongest in the capacity of, no, I don't want you to tell him, Chaos. Because there's no technical strongest ID in the game. Strongest one is your favorite? Exactly. That's easy. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I mean, there are meta units, but like thinking about like any character that is good across all, that's gonna be like Crown. Technically Crown. She's good at story, she's good at bossing, she's good at PvP, but then like Siren's not really that great at PvP, so she's not really the best in the game. That's what I'm saying, like it's all situational. It's entirely situational. So if you want to be like nitpicky down to the what is the best character in the game for across every single situation, for the story, for bossing, for raiding, and for PvP, it's gonna be Crown. But then like there's also like for utility, you know, for utility there's Morin, but that also requires you to invest in her and get her treasure and then invest in the treasure and all of those sorts of things. So like that's also situational. This is why you let the streamer talk. Like every character is technically the best depending on what you want to use them for. This is why you let streamer talk. Nope. Is there sin and damage affinity? Yes. So, what you have is each unit will have an element, right? They'll have a code. They'll have an elemental code. And they'll also have a weapon type. And that is essentially going to be like their range as well as elemental affinity. So, here, let me show you. I'll just go here. We'll hop in here. We'll go back to so right here, as you can see, right here in this event thing, they have a weak point, which is going to be that this enemy is going to be weak to the wind element, and then the effective range. So for this, long range isn't going to be very effective, mid range is going to be kind of effective, and short range is going to be the most effective. So then they'll show you like what weapon is the most effective for that effective. There is also another currency that you may have seen me get. Lobby. Shop. So when I did that poll, and you saw me get like that weird this currency right here. It's got like the DNA on it. These are body labels. These can be used to either buy consoles that will increase the stats, basically, for all of the characters that are underneath one common class, or alternatively, you can just buy high quality access records. And then think of your high quality access records like, think of those access records similar to if you get a ticket that guarantees like a random 3-star unit. But it's not always guaranteed. It's like a free pull. Does this game have bad tutorials to throw? Point, I need to search it up. No. The tutorial is pretty good. You also have these things right here, these perfect molds. So these increase your rate of pulling certain units in so yeah, that gives you like a guaranteed like better unit. Well, not 100% guaranteed, but you know what I mean. You also have things like you have like different types of currency that you have to use in order to level up your characters. There's also like side items that you get to also level up your characters. Unfortunately, it is like other gachas where like you do have to get 10 of one unit for it to be fully realized. So like right here, no, not you. We'll grab her. You see right here, she's only SSR. No, I have no extra versions of her. I have no extra units of Scarlet. But as you get more, they do become stronger. So like I have, oh, let me turn off the favorite item. I have 3 of her. And then when you get the maximum amount, then they get maxed out entirely. And then if you pull them again, you get 3,000 of that DNA currency. Yeah, Milk is cute. She's really cute. Does the game have beginner rewards? I believe so. You also get like a lot of rewards for doing like even just the story. Like I've spent money on this game. I'm not going to deny I have spent a lot of money on this game. None of that money has been on polls. You do not need to spend for polls with this game. All of the money that I've spent is strictly for cosmetics. Oh yeah, the Alice Diary right here. Yeah, so these are going to be your newbie rewards. So they'll give you like day 1. If you clear chapter 11, and like this doesn't, I don't even know when this expires. It just says when informed separately, which means it's probably never going to expire. Like you clear chapter 11, you get a free unit. She's pretty strong. She's pretty solid. You also get money. You get things to level up your bond. You get equipment. And this goes for a while. So like, even if like you put down the game for 5 days, it'll still count those days. And there's also the day-by-day event, which you complete 45 missions, you get a free unit, but they also give you a lot of rewards. There's also things like the tribe tower that can be done. And that also gives you a bunch of rewards as well as you progress up it. Yeah, this game is really, really beginner friendly. And even just like doing your dailies. So if you just do your dailies, you'll basically finish all of this stuff right here. You finish all your dailies. Cool, they give you rewards. What are these? These are mid-quality molds. Mid-quality molds gives you a better chance of getting a better unit. Yeah. They also just like feed you currency. The only downside is that they release really cute skins pretty frequently, and then you have to spend $60 to get that cute skin, at least. Worth? Yeah, true. And a lot of the times you can also just go back and like the only skins you can't rebuy are gacha skins. That's fine. But like if you really, really want a skin, just watch here and it might pop up. Oh, I forgot to get the rewards. True, true. I'd rather spend 60 on a skin than 70 on nearly enough pulls to hit a 50-50. Yeah, this is like 60 for a guaranteed skin. What is this melody? The cash shop music. I have not had to spend money. I have not had to spend money on this game for pulls or gems or anything. How? Because they feed you gems. After you clear, I think it's after you clear 5 stages of the campaign, they give you gems. The only things I've spent money on were like these season passes, where like they're good for 30 days, basically. 30 days. If you buy the pass, so if you only have the free version, you still get enough to get like a decent pull. If you buy the pass, you get 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25 pulls. 25 pulls. And then on top of that, you also get access records and you get a skin.
どうやっていい成績をキープしているのかって。
Even if you don't own the character, you'll get the skin, and then you can use the skin once you get the character. Why can't Limbus perfect this gambling currency rewards for free things? What do you mean? Limbus has the best gacha system. Limbus unironically has the best gacha system of all time. Limbus's gacha system is like actually perfect. Both games are super, super generous. I honestly wish that you could use the gacha system to pick specific characters, like in Limbus, but other than that, yeah. Worst case scenario, you wait like 2 weeks, and then you can get the ID you want. There's also the social menu. So this is the probability. So for SSRs, it's 0.0215, which is a little bit better than Limbus. A little bit better than Limbus. For SRs, it's 4.7, and then for Rs, it's 6. But then when you look at the probabilities on like a banner unit, it's a solid 2%, which is way better. But sometimes they'll have like 3 or 4 different banners running at once, and you're like, all right, man, that's enough. I feel like even though there's a good source of lunacy, I feel pressured to gamble when there's good IDs. Yeah, I mean, but that's like that's like for that hit of dopamine, though. That's for that hit of dopamine. To get that ID.
みんなお客さん来はったで。大事に使うてな。ゆっくりと見てく
Oh
れ
yeah,
な。
all 4 of these units, Guilty, Sin, Quincy, and Nihilister, you can get for free. You get the base versions of them for free. They're all okay. Not great, but they're okay.
私のモールへようこそ。お客ショッピング楽しんじゃってくださいね。お買い上げあざーす。何かお探しですか？
They're okay, but they look cool. Did I pull EH? Of course I did. I got her in 20. Collad, would you expect anything less from me? I don't think I have any of these. Yeah, I don't have any of these anymore.
ノコギリから建物まで何でもおっしゃってくださいっす。
You could also change like the OST on your lobby and everything. Oh, and if you want to go back, like how I was saying the Kantos, how like every character kind of has like their own event. Not every character, but a lot of characters have their own event. In the command center, there's something called recollections, right? Or is the yep, it's the archives right here. Boom. So these right here. So here's event quests, right? Oh, did I forget to do this one? I forgot to do that one. Oops. Wait, no, I didn't. Oh yeah, no, I already did it. Yeah, I already did it. Okay. So you have your story events. This is where Kantos are, basically. Short chapters, or can be short chapters. Short Kantos that focus on different squads or different characters specifically. Like this one is all about Red Hood. right? A lot of these events are really good. This one, New Year, New Sword. Is there a Kanto similar to Kanto 6? What do you mean by similar to Kanto 6? Like, you want, like, something that is just, like, heart-wrenching and makes you feel hollow at the end of it? Or do you want something that's, like, a fucked up love? Okay. Actually, unironically, it might be New Year, New Sword, or New Year, New Sword, Miracle Snow. Miracle Snow fucked me up. Or Old Tales. Or Overzone. Overzone. It's Overzone. It's Overzone. It's Overzone. It is Overzone. It is this one. This one right here. This one makes you fucking feel dead at the end of it. This one fucked me up so bad. I was like... Footstep Walk Run didn't really fuck me up. That kind of just like left me feeling like really, really sad. But like, bro. Yeah, Pina? You want the same emotional pain that Kanto 6 left you with, where you feel like nothing in life is going to go right? Overzone. So, because it is like a visual novel style gacha, like all the dialogue is this one, luckily, you can put the voices in English. You don't know Japanese? You don't know Korean? Put that shit in English, fully voiced. Fully voiced. Fully voiced. Not all of them are going to be fully voiced, but you'll be able to tell which ones are based on the microphone right here. This one fucked me up. This one fucked me up. This one fucking ruined my life. This one also ruined my life. Old Tales. I finished Old Tales, and then I went back and I watched all the cutscenes again. I went back and I watched everything all over again. I was like, I need to feel emptier. As you can tell, like, some of these I just didn't finish, like, the event for. Are there fights that you can redo over and over again? Where they're like really difficult and you just like want to keep doing them? So there's nothing that's like Kanto 6 specifically with the fight, but there are different types of fights because the gameplay is wildly different. The gameplay of Nikke is a shooting gallery. Think of like Time Crisis. It's a shooting gallery. Like it's third person over the shoulder. Things appear on the map and you shoot them down. But it's a shooting gallery. But there are some fights that like you feel like you have to, that are like difficult, that you have to like find your way around. Like oh wait, I don't think I can go back and refight this, can No, he's being a Limbus fan. He's being a Project Moon fan.
鏡よ鏡私は誰
I was saying that like, the gameplay is wild sometimes, and he was like, "Oh, wild, haha, wild hunt." Yes, you have to manually move between the levels. So like, let me. Yep. So you manually move around the map.
オッケー移動するね目標地点に移動します目標地点に移動しますオッケー移動するね
Normally, the things look a little bit more like a little bit more crowded. The maps look a little bit more crowded.
オッケー移動するね
So you'll see like all like the different enemies all like kind of laid out, and you have to like hit the buttons to be able to go through and progress. You have to like go over here and you hit this button, and then you have to go down here and you have to go through the map. Just tapping and clicking. Yeah, the gameplay is kind of like repetitive, but I mean like kind of so is Limbus. I'll be so real. Like, I'm sorry. I love Limbus. I love Limbus. I love Project Moon. I love that company, that franchise so much. That franchise and that company. Project Moon, fantastic. Limbus company, amazing game. But 80 to 90% of the content of Limbus is win rate. There's so many trash fights, except for like current stuff. But like, you cannot tell me that Mirror Dungeon, for like the majority of Mirror Dungeon, is not just win rate, press enter. It's literally just win rate, enter, win rate, enter, win rate, enter. And that's kind of like where I am now. It's like, all right, I just gotta do this stuff. Swole. That's true in Mirror Dungeon. It's true in like most of the content. Like, I'll be so real. I was able to win rate up to like Kanto 5. And then I wasn't able to. And I think we all know why I wasn't able to. I think we all know what happened when you win rate in Kanto 5. We all know what happens in Kanto 5. Well, for the most part. I won't say specifically because Bama hasn't played Limbus. But if you've played Limbus, you know what happens in Kanto 5. And if you don't know... Yeah, I was talking about how Limbus is literally a win rate simulator until Kanto 5, and then if you do any other side content, it's Kanto 5. Or it's win rate. Like, MD is a win rate simulator. Oh wait, I didn't need to do that. Because I could have just auto. That's, he's coming. That's music that leads to an unfortunate event. I love how, like, Dr. Wei told me he was playing Limbus, and I gave him the best tip that he, like, locked into his brain. He tucked into his brain, and I was like, you don't know about offset? Oh, whoops. What do you mean you're not using offset? Offset? Yeah. Don't worry. You'll learn in time. Had to clear chat, sorry. Had to clear chat. Had to clear chat. He wasn't paying attention when I said, like, Baba hasn't played Limbus. Don't spoil. Baba hasn't played Limbus, don't spoil. And then he says specifically. There's a reason why I didn't say the specific one. Bonk him. You're good. It's okay, I know you're engrossed. You're engrossed in Kanto 6. It happens. It happens when peak happens. Wait, Dr. Wei. Hold on, I saw that for my type earlier. I thought you were playing WoW. Bonk. Exactly. Do I only have one burst 3? Oh no, I have rapid. Okay, we'll do this. We'll finish doing this, my dailies, and then we'll get the true ending to Enter Heaven. Yeah. So I will say some bosses in Nikke do require, like, they do require skill, they do require thought. This is kind of just something like, think of the simulation room like Mirror Dungeon. Except the beauty with simulation room is you can just auto battle it. You can just You're good. You can just auto battle. My hands are not on the. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna use the bathroom really quickly. I'll be right back while this is all going. La 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 la.
無限マガジンとかできねえのかよ。いかがでしょう。王の威厳が感じられましたか。
I love auto battling. I love not having to use my. Ooh.
エニックに会ってみたいって。
Nothing is
こ
missed.
れに挑戦するの。
I took a little walk. Hold on, I'm actually gonna get some water too. You know, empty the bladder, refill the bladder. I'll be right back.
やるじゃんか。大人になるまで待っててほしい。このまま行くぜ。大人になるまで待っててほしい。そのまま昆虫。ナイス。集中攻撃ですわ。
Drink right after me. Yeah.
見ただろ。私も強えけど、仲間たちはもっ
Who's
と
the
強え。
sniper girl? That's Red Hood.
いい感じ。次の勝負も最後まで来たわね。今回は厳しいんじゃない？
She's very cool, but she doesn't go away.
挑戦するの？
No, she's named after the fairy tale. The Little Red Riding Hood fairy tale.
大人になるまで待っててほしい。速やかに制圧する。無限マガジンとかできねえのかよ。勝利の物神の愛が生み出した力を僕とご覧なさい。さあ、一番いいところで。出し切って。さあ、一番いいところで。リロードするでいいと。大人になるまで待っててほしい。速やかに制圧する。無限マガジンとかできねえのかよ。
Oh god.
大人になるまで待っててほしい。
Oh, I fucked that up. I wasn't paying attention.
無限マガジンとかできねえのかよ。大人になるまで待っててほしい。じゃあこのまま行くぜ。
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
やるじゃんか。
There we go. Is there anything like bleed, poise, sinking? No, there's no status effect.
物語は幸せで美しい。
Elemental affinity and range is gonna be your main components of combat. Some characters can have buffs that they can apply to other characters, but there's not gonna be things that have like status effects similar to Olympus. Olympus is pretty unique in that capacity. I have to do interception. Okay, we'll do interception. Where's the fuck ass Kraken? I need a decent win team. But I can kind of auto battle this. Is there something similar to Mirror Dungeon? Yeah, the thing I was just doing is similar to Mirror Dungeon. The simulation room. The simulation room is pretty similar to Mirror Dungeon, and so is Lost Sector. Yeah, Blonde Scotch's skin is really good. Yeah, so like right here, this is the screen I was telling you about before with like the damage being dealt and the defense and whatnot. But they also have like buffs that can be applied by like team members. Oh yeah, I can't get very far with Kraken either. My favorite sinners are Yi Song and Ryoshu. I have impeccable taste, I know, thank you. Bum, bum. Oh yeah, no, this is something that literally is just like a repeatable every week. Or every day, actually. Oh, I thought I was dead. Well, shit. Damage is kind of ass. I need a better team for this. Yeah, I'm so glad they did. Is this weekly? I thought this was daily. I'm left 17 hours. Okay, maybe. Yeah, it is. Let's finish this event. I have 13 things. There's what, 12 or 13? Something like that. I'm still good on strength. And this is literally just something that I don't even really need to read the story for.
銃を撃ちすぎるとネイルが剥がれちゃうのに。
I can just put my hands up on my head and just chill. Boom, 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 boom.
ダーリン見た？全部私が倒したんだよ。
武装点検完了。応戦しよう。
I'm so ready for like. Actually, I'm not even ready for the anniversary at all. I have not been playing enough Nikke.
整備してから行く。
I need to play more Nikke. I need to play more Limbus. Like, I need to play more Zenless. I have not been keeping up with any of my gachas, bro. Like, I'm at a wall in like the main story. My mileage is ready. If they give us roses a unit, I'll be so happy. But that's likely not going to happen. Very extremely likely to not happen at all. But I will do some stuff while this is
あそこにいるのを全部倒せばいいんでしょ。
次。
あー、ネイルが剥がれちゃった。
クリア。もう障害はない。
Still going. Is there something in this game that allows you to use a friend's identity? No. No. So adding friends in this game basically allows you to send social points every day. You can send and receive social points, and then you in turn can use those social points to get pulls. So if you get like 100 social points, you can then do like a free 10 pull. So even like adding random people just to fill up your friends list, because your friends list cap is 30, adding random people to fill up your friends list is actually recommended so that you can get more pulls out of it. There is also like a wish list that you can do to put like units you really want. So like if you're in Kingdom, yeah, kind of, yeah. But your units are yours and your friends' units are theirs. There's also like unions that you can join, so like guilds that you can join that give you like different types of currency that you can use for the shop. I'm just rolling this at this point, just for get it out of the way. Bow wow wow bow wow 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 wow. What are you doing? Look up. Is adding a person a server thing? Yeah, like you have to be on the same server and they have to have friends on their friend. They have to have room on their friends list. You have to have room on your friends list. So yeah. And joining a union or a guild is also like the same thing. See, these fights seem really easy because I'm using a bunch of like overpowered units. But if I was doing like current content, I wouldn't use these three because they're not very good. Like this character is really good for PvP. This character is good for like situational things, and I haven't even looked at her stats yet. You're good, bro. Thanks. Thank you, Salary. Is this game easier on mobile or PC? PC.
もう障害はない。
I still have it on mobile, but like I think it's easier on PC. It's just it's a port from the mobile game onto PC. Like this is how exactly the same way it plays.
次。戦闘が長引きそう。しっかり身を隠していて。
私の愛前方に発射受けさせてくれる？ダーリン見た？全部私が倒したんだよ。
What? Oh, I didn't click the battle. I just clicked the map or the screen.
すべて食い止めてみせる。
Give me the conclusion. Give me the true ending. There's also the two versions. There's like the normal mode, and then there's like easy mode, normal mode, and then there's hard mode. And hard mode gives you like the true ending to the event. But it's good that it doesn't add like a whole second story into it. Sometimes they do add a second story into it. But that's like part 1, part 2. But when they do put cutscenes in the game, when they do put like cutscenes in the game, the cutscenes are gas. I heard you ran into some trouble in the Outer Rim. How's your injury? It's fine. It healed up a while ago. I'm pretty sure EH went through worse. I see. Can you tell me what happened? Sure. I tell Ingrid about everything that happened in the Outer Rim. Thanks for the report. EH told you about her past. That there really was someone still in Heavenly Ascension, but he took his own life. I see. I suppose now you understand why I said I wasn't fit to judge. Yeah. Well, I think it's safe to say you've heard just about everything at this point. So, now that you have all the information, what do you think of EH? I have sympathy for her. I see. So you consider her a victim as well? Not necessarily. EH, the terrorist, did unforgivable things. There's no question there. But it's more complicated than that, and there's something tragic to it as well. Is that so? As such, I don't believe she lied about dismantling Heavenly Ascension. I think her vow to face her past sins and atone is sincere. Understood. I'll be sure to include your thoughts in the report that I sent to headquarters. Okay, well, I guess I'll be going. Alright, great work. I stand to leave the room. Drop. Yes? I'm going to do something that can only be done here and only now. It will be the first time and also the last. Once you leave this room, you are to forget it. Forget what? Do you understand? Yes, I understand. Ingrid rises and bows her head. What are you doing? Thank you for listening to my sister's story. Ingrid lifts her head again. That is all. Now leave and forget what just happened. You're welcome. For what? See you around. With a memory in my heart that I'll ironically never forget, I say goodbye to the woman who is both Elysian's CEO and someone's older sister. Oh! Oh! I want to cry. I feel so hollow. That's so bittersweet. I love bittersweet endings. Dude, this is so good. This game's so fucking good, man. This game's so good. The song? I mean, the song is no Land Eater, but like Stormbringer. I don't want it. want to do co-op. I don't want to do co-op. Oh yeah, you also get Road to Hero. This is another newbie reward thing. I forgot that this is another newbie reward mission. So you have Drake. Can I see? You want to see my team? Okay. Which one? I believe this is... Which one was I using for story? Dude, I don't even remember. I think I was using this for story. This is the squad I was using for story. You want to see my 3 stars? Okay, hold on, I gotta rank her up real quick. Scrolling. Scrolling. And scrolling. Wait, hold on. Let me actually start it by rarity. 1 second. There we go. Okay, take it from the top. Scrolling. 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 And scrolling. And then it stops here. Go up. Okay. Scrolling. Character in a bamboo hat. Oh. Yeah, that's Scarlet. This is the reason why I started playing this game. This character is the reason why I started playing this game. I have 2 versions of her. I have Scarlet and I have a Scarlet Black Shadow, which she normally looks like this. But I spent $60 on a skin, so. Dude, I pulled so many pilgrims before I pulled Scarlet. I pulled so many before I fucking pulled Scarlet. Well, they're both it's the same character. It's just different versions of her. It's different versions of her. And if you want to learn about like the backstory to her, to the black and red version, no. Not really. I mean, kind of, but not every character has like an alt. Not every character has an alt, but she does have a backstory. She does have a backstory event. The New Year, New Sword event revolves entirely around Scarlet. Like, they're IDs, but they're not really. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain. Like, the only character that I would say like truly has IDs is like the equivalent of IDs, yes, would be Scarlet, because Scarlet Black Shadow, because it's an entirely, it's not an, because the thing is, it's not an alternate timeline. It's not a mirror identity. These are technically the same person at a different point in time. On the same timeline, but just at a different point in time. Like, this is Scarlet in the current time, and this is Scarlet of the past. This is Snow White of the past. This is Snow White from the far past. This is Snow White of the past. This is Snow White in the present. This is Mihara of the past. This is Mihara of the present. So like, ID would be like, you know, like the different timeline. But this is, it's a little different with this. This is Maiden of the past and the present. This is Maiden at a different point in time. There's so much to learn. Yeah. Because some of them are made for like specific things. You know, like some of these alternates are made for like specific things. Like it's like, oh, Rosanna. Rosanna goes to the beach. But she's still Rosanna. This is her just taking a beach vacation. It's literally that, just like Dorothy. Dorothy goes on a cruise. But she's still Dorothy. This is current day. This is Dorothy of current time. But she had a beach episode. And some of them just get like swimsuit skins, but others also get like full swimsuit, like extra units that are specific for that thing. Or insert thing here. Like Quincy, you get her out of jail. She's a free unit. But she also has a side story where she is a fucking bank robber, capper. Rappy of the past. Rappy of the present. Rappy goes on a cruise with Dorothy. Rappy goes to your room. This was a free skin that they gave to the Nikke players. And that side story, she has no spine. True. Rappy loves the commander. Dude, that's Rappy all the time. What do you mean? Spines are optional. True. Or like, it's literally like, character is a traveling monk. Or traveling monk. She ascends to godhood. I wish I bought this skin. I'm so mad I didn't buy this skin. It's so cool looking. It's so fucking cool looking. The burst animation is amazing. But I missed it. Crashing out. Wanting to die. What's the skin called? Doesn't matter. The skin doesn't exist anymore. You can't buy it. Or because remember, these girls are cyborgs. They're robots, right? They're cyborgs, so they can upgrade their bodies. They can get upgrades, right? So you have Emma. Emma is a member of a squad called Absolute. She got a tactical upgrade. Her brain got taken out of her body and put into a new body that has, you know, better stats. So she got her tactical upgrade. They're still the same character. It's just her brain got put into a new body. The snap? I'm sorry. Angela? God.
ちは暇じゃないんおい、情けない後輩。
I wish I got.
Hima nara
I wish I got
sakusen no
bestie. I wish I got the bestie. Bestie. Bestie's so cute. Yeah, true. Let me look at this. Let me look at this gacha skin.
広くていいカフェだな。ここも海賊カフェにしちまうか。ここで美味しそうなメニューをたくさん習得して、うち
The bird when she reloads. That's really cute, but I still like this version better. I think this is so perfect. I think this didn't need a gacha skin. I personally don't think this needed a gacha skin. I think this skin was already peaked. I think the art here was already perfect. Cause the little butt cheeks on the starfish. They should have given Helm the other gacha skin. They should have given a gacha skin to Uni that turned her into a gacha. Cuckoo.
こんなにゆっくり休むのは初めて。
I need to finish this game. I also don't use her at all. I do not use her. Just like I don't use Volume, I don't use Ready, I don't use Arya, I don't use a lot of these characters. I don't use Sin at all, but like, we all know how I am about distressed fishnets and stockings. And bro, I was eating so good. I saw this and I immediately picked it up. I said, fuck it. I'm swiping. I still can't get over the fact that this was a free skin. And so is this! Dude, like... Wasn't this one also a free skin? I'm pretty sure both of Kia's skins were free. Crazy, dude. Crazy. The first skin I ever bought was for Snow White. Was for this one. Because I bought the pass. I bought the pass and I thought you got the unit for free and I just thought this was so cool. And then I realized that I couldn't equip the skin because I didn't have the Nikke and I was really upset about it. The first gacha skin I got was Vipers. Because I think that was the gacha skin that like was running or like had just ran after I started playing. I love Isabel's wedding dress. I'm not a big fan of Isabel, but now I have like an appreciation for her after Goddess Fall. My appreciation for Isabel is through the roof. She's so cute. Also, the fact that her gun's her parasol. A little steam out of her nose. Okay, all right. Anyways, we are done with the event. So that means we find somebody to raid. Who am I following that's streaming? Iron Mouse, Bob Ross, Salty Vet, Arthur's. That you're playing that we're gonna raid Metcalf. here's the raid message.
鏡よ鏡
There's the raid message. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.